Hello and welcome back to my continuing playthrough of Tomb Raider via the Tomb Raider Remastered collection, and we are moving swiftly on to the Tomb of Tihocan, and this is the last level, I believe, in the Greece chapter. And of course we started off where we left off by falling into some water from the cistern, so we are now in the Tomb of Tihocan and we are completely submerged in water. What I do like about Tomb Raider, and it does it, I think it does it in every game, or at least it certainly does it in the first two games, is there's always one or two levels that start completely in water. And I actually think that that was a little sneaky thing that the developers put into the game to stop all players cheating, or at least the rental market used to be a thing back in the day where people would, you know, rent a game on a Friday night or whatever from their local Chartbusters, Blockbusters, video rental store, whatever you want to call them. Over here in Ireland we have Extravision, and yeah, a lot of people would have bought the games on a Friday and finished them by Saturday or Sunday, and then they would have never bought the game themselves. So I actually think core design put in these levels as a means to basically stop you from skipping through and seeing all the levels, because of course there are cheats in Tomb Raider, which I haven't tried in this playthrough yet. I think I'm going to give them a go, but first I'm going to pull this switch and just continue talking about that point that I just think it's kind of like, it's a funny and kind of like sneaky way of stopping the player from being able to skip through. And of course there is a famous underwater level, or infamous rather, water level in Tomb Raider 2 particularly, and we'll get there when we get there, and I'll tell you all about my own struggles and my friends' struggles with that particular level. Well, straight away we're going to be attacked by an alligator. Lovely stuff. Hello, Mr. Alligator. Thank you very much. Cheers. Lovely stuff. Now, as well, skipping on to a completely different point, there are secrets in this level, 2 of them. And I don't think I've ever gotten either of these secrets in this level, because I looked up just a quick little secrets tutorial video on YouTube beforehand playing this level, and I've never seen either of these secrets, and they're quite complex. The second one particularly, I would have never guessed it was there, and we'll get there when we get there as well. But this looks like a pushable block, does it not? It does though, right? Because it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. Okay, so where are we? I suppose we're kind of, technically we're under the cistern in a way. Again, that kind of famous continuation vibe that they do in Tomb Raider. I'm just after going out the door I came in. Okay, yeah, that kind of, it gives the vibe that the world actually exists, like it's a larger world, and that these are all kind of connected locations. And you really do have to give it up to the developers at the time and the level designers for kind of keeping that continuity going throughout. Like, what is the point of those 2 blocks down there? Like, they look like they should do something. Ah, I see there's an opening under there. I wonder, is that a block that will move freely and maybe provide a platform if this area gets filled with water? But of course, Lara will die first. But that actually gives me the perfect opportunity to do something which I read about the other day that you can do in this game. So one of the things that the developers have put in, that if you press R1 and L1, or at least the 2 shoulder buttons, and then load your game, you'll get a little secret Easter egg in-game, which I'll show you now shortly. So right now this Easter egg has applied, and I think this is so cool that they've included this in the game. It kind of reminds me of, there's a game by Sega. Well, I think it's a Muse Software is the name of the company, and they're called, the game is called Headhunter. But what they did here in this game, which you might have just catch a glimpse of what Lara now is wearing on her face. Look at that. Lara Croft has her iconic glasses on. So yeah, they just put in this kind of like, is it an Easter egg? Wow, like, does Lara not look shit cool with her red circle John Lennon style glasses on? It's class, isn't it? Like, holy smokes. So yeah, that's a little like kind of Easter egg they put in. But it also got me thinking, like, well, that answers my question in a way. Did they put that in the original game? And clearly they didn't, because, you know, you couldn't put on the glasses and the older model doesn't have the glasses on. But yeah, so you can actually put the glasses on Lara in the remaster, and it's a totally just hidden feature, really. So yeah, as I said, just when you're loading a game, press R1 and L1, and then when you load into the game, Lara will be wearing her cool sunglasses, looking awesome. It's actually so brilliant, like, it just makes me smile so much. She looks so cool. Yeah, so there you go. Right, for the rest of this level, I have achievement unlocked, Lara sunglasses unlocked, she looks so cool, and here we are. Let's continue on, and this time, let's not fall off the top of that area. Right, that block over there looks kind of pushable to me, to my eye, because it's different from the rest of the walls. You know, I'm not too, like, I don't really remember this level. I remember the end section of this level. That block looks so different, doesn't it? But I don't really remember the earlier part of this level really that well. Anyway, let us jump across now. With Lara looking so cool. Oh my god, the glasses are class. And like, just a hidden feature. Like, why would you hide that feature in the game and not tell people about that? Well, I suppose they did say when they showed some gameplay footage before the release of this game. Whoa! Holy smokes. They did say that they wanted to kind of keep some surprises for launch, and clearly that was one of them. And that's there on the roof. Oh, they've actually pushed it up. I think that's another good change. Kind of makes the location seem larger, in a way. I'll get across there, won't I? There we are. I presume this area is going to be filled with water. That's what's going to happen. And then that block is going to raise. It sure sounds like it. Right. Yeah, and apparently with one of these secrets, there is a... Oh, that's that location, yeah. Oh, of course, that's fine. So they've opened a little location down here. That's kind of cool. With another med kit to add to my ever-expanding selection of med kits. Okay. Yeah, so it was exactly as I thought. It was kind of like a hollow block that was going to rise. Right, let's have a jump down here and see what's going on. Nothing over there? No. That looks like the way to go, but also I want to take a look down here because... okay, yeah, a switch. What's this switch going to do? Something? Oh, is this the one that has... Yeah, I think this is what this is. There's a long corridor here of water that kind of pushes you down in a direction quickly, like that. Is there stuff I can collect down there? I hope I'm not missing any of those pieces, you know, like there's a med kit or anything down in those little areas. The indentations. The rats die really quick, like way quicker than I feel they used to die. Maybe it's just my imagination. Maybe they've always been really easy to kill. Rats. Okay. Seems like every time I start to play, my throat gets a bit caught and I need to cough a little. Yeah. Right, so as I said, this is also the last level. Oh, this location, I'm getting flashbacks. I'm getting flashbacks of having to jump up and down and around here loads of times, getting stuck. Oh god, I don't think I liked this earlier half of this level if I remember correctly. We'll find out soon enough, I suppose. But yeah, so the Tomb of Tihocan. So Tihocan is one of the other Atlantean gods that had created, or did they create the Scion? Are they the owners of the Scion? What was the purpose of the Scion actually? I actually don't know. That's a very good question that I must look up at some stage. What was the purpose of the Scion? That doesn't look like a jump I can make. Oh, it's Pierre. The litter bug has returned. Okay, well, I'll jump up there for the time being. I know I can get across to that one from there. I think this... I'm getting this flashback of just this room being very hard to traverse for, like, no apparent reason. Well, the apparent reason being that it's just a hard place to traverse. Like, I feel like I can jump across there. So why not? Will that start? Yeah, it starts swinging. We'll go in there and we'll get shotgun shells anyway, and then we'll take another little look at the lay of the land. Excuse me for the coughing. Lara with the glasses. It's actually so cool. Okay, and I'll save the game maybe? Just for safety's sake. On an empty slot as always. Just in case anything tremendously bad like that goes wrong. When you're not used to playing with a controller, it really makes the traversal even harder again. Whoa! And there's more reasons why I should have saved and did save, and I'm glad I did. Lara's taking a tiny bit of damage, so I'm going to... Yes, lovely stuff. Give Lara a small medkit of my many, many medkits that I have. Okay. Right, okay. I vaguely remember this room, and I actually think that down at the bottom of this room might actually be the location of one of the secrets, one of the more obtuse secrets probably, that anyway, so far that I've seen in Tomb Raider 1. I'm sure there's probably harder secrets in the game, but we'll see it soon enough. Yeah, I remember not loving this level, but the end section I think is cool, if I'm thinking this is the right level I'm thinking. If I'm thinking and thinking and thinking. Now, there's another reason why I might have wanted to save, because if this fills with water... Oh no, it didn't, okay. Or did it? I'm going to take a quick look now. Because if that room down below filled with water, that means I cannot... Yeah, I cannot get the secret, so I actually need to load again. And I suppose I probably need to go into the room parallel, this one over here, to get to that secret, so... Whoa. That is... There's Pierre again. Pierre, my dear. We don't have to fight. Right, up we go. Are we going to be just fighting Pierre in the hallway? Oh my god. Oh, why isn't Lara wearing... Oh, she's not wearing the glasses because I loaded it and I didn't told. Oh, I'm nearly dead. Yet again. I love the way Pierre just casually, you know, runs through the spikes. Is there more? Hopefully not. Right, and there's going to be I believe, a crocodile down here, so I will save. Well, won't save, I'll just do... There's an alligator, lovely stuff. Jesus. Hello? Can you die? I don't think enemies drop anything either in this. I think I might have said that in one of the previous episodes, but I actually think, like, for sure, none of the enemies in this game drop anything, and that will change as the series goes along, actually. Okay. Right. So, as we can see, it's actually quite harder to see. So this is the room with the secret in it, and as you can see there is a door. It's a little harder to see maybe in the... Maybe it's a little easier to see actually in the newer engine. But yeah, so there's a door, and you would have never guessed that these slightly changed colored tiles are the tiles that I need to step on in order to open the door. So I think it's like this. And I think so I just need to step on all those individual tiles, and that is it. And we are now in the room with the secret. And we have to do a little bit of climbing. And I'm hoping that it goes well, because the last time there was a kind of a jumping based puzzle like that, it was a little harder, but I pulled it off in the first go. That's great. So I do have the first secret. Never knew that secret was there, or at least I probably knew the door was there, but by the time you go up and put the water in this room, like if we look up here now, we can see that's where we were actually hanging off earlier on when we went across to pull the lever to put water in this room. If you put water in this room before you get the secret, you can't get the secret then. So that's something, if you're playing the game through and you want to get all the secrets, just remember that for yourself. You cannot actually get all the secrets if you fill this water, or this room with water first. Right, let's get back up there and fill it with water. Right, okay, a room filled with water. Lara Croft class glasses reapplied, and let's take a trip down here and see what the water feels like. So yeah, that door also has closed up. I could hear it close when I actually walked up to the location, or when I swung across to the location with the switch for the water levels. So I think it's actually tied to that you physically actually cannot get it no matter what after you fill it with water. That rat was just hanging out there casually, wasn't he? Okay, here we are. Going down more green sewer-like tunnels. I really like the actual swimming levels in general though in Tomb Raider. Like, I suppose the joke in video gaming is that, you know, oh, we've got a friend and I'm going to apply a health pack because I need it. Yeah, the joke is in general. Oh, look how cool Lara looks. Oh my god, she looks so cool. With her glasses, like, glasses, oh my glasses. Look at her. Look at Lara. Wow. I gotta take a screenshot of that. That's actually class. Okay. Woo. Yeah, the joke in video gaming, obviously, is that water levels in general, like, people don't like them. Like, Water Temple in Zelda is a thing. Not that I have that much experience with the Zelda series, to be fair. I've never played through any of them from start to finish, which is a thing I hope to rectify on this very channel. But, yeah, like, I like the water levels a lot in Tomb Raider. I think that they're really, really compelling, actually, to play. Right, we've got a key here. Sounds like we've got more animals to kill over the other side, maybe. That looks like it's a switch to... It looks like those boxes, they're locked down as platforms. That's what that's for. So I need a key for that room. And I suppose I can go upstairs, but there is a switch downstairs. Should I pull the switch first before coming up here? Probably should, right? Yeah, I'll do that. I'll go down and I'll pull the switch. Is it a timed switch? That's a possibility. Come on, Lara. Pull the switch. Yeah, so that's for the door. I think it might be a timed switch. Better do this quick. I've got some gorillas to deal with as well. Not great. Okay. We've got gorilla friends to deal with. And they're not too happy to see me. Not too happy to see Lara at all. In fact, can I just shoot them from down here? I can. Well, I can try to. Right. Can you let me get up this time? Thank you. Oh! 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 Oh my god. They are hard to deal with, the gorillas, I have to admit. Okay, yeah, well, there's nothing else up here by the looks of it. Just another lovely ceiling that they've opened up. And of course we don't want to fall down here because there are spikes. And I have a feeling maybe you need to do this jump here for safety's sake. I'm getting a feeling I should save, so I'm going to save. Because, as always, one little misstep can cause the end of a game for me. But yeah, the water levels anyway. I do like water-based exploration in Tomb Raider, and they did actually take it pretty much out of the Survivor trilogy, and they only brought it back in then finally in the last entry, the Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And it was a welcome addition for me, but then I don't know, was it fully implemented in an interesting way? Like, look at the size of the key in comparison. I think that's why I really struggled in the Cistern. I just did not see the size of the key. I think it's a thing as well I've read online. A lot of people are actually giving out about that they've not really made the keys suit what they previously were. Like, in the game world. They were so much easier to see like that. Now they're very, very hard to see. Okay, this seems like a bounce off the wall situation. Yeah. Okay, we'll slip down, and then we're heading through here. Because we now have a key, and we can use that key on this lock. Let's see what the key is called. The gold key. Lovely. Lovely. A lovely gold key. Look at Lara crimping her neck. Oh man, and the photo mode. I think the photo mode is one of the best additions in Tomb Raider, like, ever. Okay, Lara. She has released the blocks. Release the blocks! As I thought. Okay, I presume there's nothing majorly important. Like, yeah, I can take a look. I'll have a quick little explore around this water. There might be an item down here, I don't know. Because that is the one thing I have not been looking up really, is where all the item placements in the game are. I'm just hoping that I pick up all the items that naturally come up along the way. I actually don't know if there's an achievement tied to picking up every item, but I just want it anyway, because why not? Okay, let's try the jumps. Lovely. I probably could do them shorter. Walking to the edge and doing the thing that she teaches you in the home, but why not? I don't like this room in here if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is one of those enemies popping out of doors rooms. Yeah, I don't like this room at all. I remember really not liking this room. Okay, what do we have down here? Does that say Road to Neo? Again, it's like they've done such a just like in some cases they've done such an excellent job with the texturing, like the retexturing it's class. I know I've said it almost every episode now, but right. So I need 2 keys, and I have a block, and this block, I believe, based on which one of these floor textures you push it on, opens different doors. And we get to see what's behind each individual door. So we'll go straight onto this one first. And that has opened some door. And I always should be ready, because there definitely, yeah, as I thought, there's definitely doors in this room that will just release the hounds. It will definitely just release a load of animals that I have to deal with, that I don't particularly want to deal with all the time. Okay, well, that's an item door. Nothing wrong with that. Shotgun shells are welcome. I've barely used them in the game. I don't know why I'm saving so much of the ammo. I think it's just for particularly hard rooms, or else maybe the boss battles as they come up. And if I am correct in thinking, I think there is actually a real boss battle in this level. Does that door close so when you move it off the, we'll call it a pressure pad? And there's another open. I think that one... Oh, they stay open. That's kind of cool. Right, another friend to fill full of lead. There you are. Lara, not a fan of gorillas, not a fan of lions, not a fan of any animals really at all. Especially in the first game. And then she becomes a bloodthirsty murderer in the second game of people. Some of those people probably deserve it in the second game. And we've got another opening up here, so I suppose I can go for that. I'll do a little hop. Brilliant. Not brilliant. Give me a med kit, just in case. I should save as well, because I just get the feeling that if I don't have this save, I'll be sad when I die later on. A lot of item rooms. There's nothing wrong with that at all, but here we are. See, that was a waste of my health. Okay, Lara, let's make it through without dying this time. There we are. Get the feeling there might be an enemy down here when I come down here. Is there? Don't know. Right, what's behind door number 4 or 5 or 6? We got some lovely textures there, absolutely glitching out behind this particular door, which we're going to be going into. Got some rats. Why did it have to be rats? Oh, 4 of them. At least the rats are incredibly easy to kill. What is going on with that texture? Okay, that's one of them textures that flickers and does weird things when you're in a separate room. Why is there a circle in the middle of that room? Like, fair play to Aspire, I think they've done a great job. There are some very strange and unusual glitches. Like, to say that that room is like that in the remaster and it looks like it has a block on the top of that in the original graphics. See, I don't know, I still haven't looked up whether the game is running on like original hardware or the original engine, or whether it's running on like something Unity based or Unreal or something like that, you know, that's the layer above it or below it or whatever you want to say. I'm not 100% like, I don't really know everything. Definitely don't know everything about game development, but I just wonder sometimes how these projects come together. Like, did they use any of the source code when making this? I'm very curious to know. Why do I get the feeling? I get the feeling because I was right to think that, yes, this room has boulders, and that boulder clearly was a boulder that was in the previous room. So we're going to save the game again, and we're going to do a run straight across. Let the boulders pass by, and make sure that they're now down in the other sides. They are. It's now safe to move into this room and pick up this. Okay, do we've got anything up here? Or down at the bottom even? Why are those boulders black as well? A very dark room in here for some reason. Can't see anything down there. So that's another thing that I've come across as well, a lot of people saying, is that moving to the old graphics is kind of like turning on night vision while you play. Which is true, in a sense, just because the lighting model is so simple. Did I pick up the key? It feels like I didn't pick up a key, yeah. So I still need a key, like. I picked up everything else but a key. And I need a key for where? Where do I actually need a key for? These 2 doors. And I don't even have 1 key. Hardly like after glitching out or something. Feels like maybe there should be a key in one of these rooms for some reason. Am I missing anything? Ah! See, look! Ah! It was another hidden key. So that's what I'm going to have to do. There you go, yet again, the keys, literally like I just said, in the remaster, they're just way too small. Like, they're almost unseeable, really, in the old engine in a way. So maybe up in this room up the top. Let me just pull the block back. Well, push the block back. See, can I see it off in the distance? That's why the sprites were so big in the old game, is to help you see the actual keys. So that is another case there where I thought the key literally glitched into existence, but I didn't realize it's because I was playing it in the new graphics. So it made the key almost impossible to see. Okay. I'd probably be able to get into it from there, and it feels like the key might actually be in this room. Yeah. Look at it. That's actually crazy. Lost a bit of health there. No wonder you can't see it. That's insane. How are they expecting people to see the keys? That's probably why they tried to put in the indicator. But why not just make the sprite bigger, like? That's actually ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Anyway, let's pick up that key. That huge key in the old game and tiny key in the new game. Well, there you go, that's a death. Okay, key collected, and hopefully this time I won't actually die, which is quite a possibility. There we are. Finally, we got out of there safe and sound. Right, let's open this door. Okay, key 1 of 2 that were hidden. Two of hidden keys. They're nearly harder to find than the secrets. Right, and I believe once I get through this door, this is actually where the next secret is. And this is the one that I don't think I would have ever found out myself playing through the game. And I am definitely 100% before I head down this wonderful slope that we can see before us. I'm going to save the game as always because I think that it is worth doing so. And here we go. Alright. There's Lara looking great. But now she's looking better again with the glasses that you have to remember every time. I kind of wish there was just an option to put them on. It's nice that there's a little secret, but otherwise I wish that they just kind of let you put them on. Okay. Right. So let us try this, get this secret on the first go. So you fly down here. And then it changes angle, but you have to... you see? You have to make a very unusual jump that's quite hard to make, so I'm going to have to try that again. In fact, I'm thinking it might be easier to do if I actually just hold the look button and then... Nope. Nope. That didn't work. Right. There we are. Okay, finally, we landed. So yeah, so this is the next room that is quite a bit of work to get across. As you can see, there are quite a number of platforms that are going to fall as I jump on them. So this requires what you can class as a extreme expert level. Oh, there we are, the Codex of Greece. I have found all secrets in Greece. Yeah, so as you can see, that required a bit of fairly expert platforming there. But you know, that's nothing for a woman as great as Lara. Anyway, so there we are. Let us move swiftly on from here. And I think I will save again just because, why not? That's the way I live my life. Extreme diligence. Right, so here we go. Let us hop down here now. Okay, let's go down into the water and see this beautiful piece. Yeah, let's see this beautiful piece of texture work, which they've upgraded fairly drastically. There's a lot of these moments in Tomb Raider actually where you slide down a big long tunnel and you end up coming out of a face, the mouth of some type of face. Very Greek. I think what they've done there is very good. Very good. Right, we've got an alligator which I'm going to deal with. And now we're on to this kind of second part of the Tomb of Tihocan. This is my... I much more prefer this part of the Tomb of Tihocan level than I do the earlier section. So yeah, I'll save that room probably for a minute. I'm going to just have a quick look around here in the water because, as we've previously said, stuff can be found potentially. Ah, they've changed that. They've kind of taken out the little bits of grass. They haven't modeled anything down there. That's a shame. I think they add something to it in the original game. Okay, let's go into this room and see what we find before we move on to the kind of main location of this area. Right, what do we have in here? We've got some sand. Sand and rocks. Okay, yeah, nothing on the floor to pick up though. Get yourself up there, Lara, and let us go for a little walk. Okay, yeah. Lovely stuff. And what is up here at all? Switch? I see a Switch. Switch, yes. Not a Nintendo Switch, but a Switch nonetheless. Okay, we've got a pool of water obviously to fall into down there. I presume I'm going to be doing a little slide jump by the kind of looks at it of that area there. Yeah. Okay, well, as always, I think it's probably better off to possibly save. Or should I just take the chance? Take the chance! I wish I didn't take the chance there, but I took the chance. And we got there alive anyway, at least. At the very least. That's, I believe, the entrance location to where I'm going. Took a big chance there as well. Although I'm wondering where does that little water, like I can go down there because like there's water, so I'm not going to die if I head down there. I don't see any reason why I can't go down there. So let's go for another swim. I presume there's no items up there. Yeah, I can't see anything. Okay, moving on. Right, we opened some gate somewhere, and I believe I know kind of roughly where that gate is. So we'll head there. Or is it down here? This kind of looks like the same location. Oh, nothing to pick up. Yeah, so this is the kind of location that I was going to swim into from here, yeah. So I was over here a minute ago, as you can see. And now we're heading into this area, which I'll call Tomb Tihocan proper. This is the proper Tihocan area. And we will be finding out what goes on here soon enough. Cool. This is a really cool area. They're much more hidden in this. As we can see, we have two statues on either side of this tomb. This tomb. Tomb is the name of a place in Ireland. Tomb. T-U-A-M. But yeah, so here we are. There's something really atmospheric about this location. They've darkened out these... Like, it makes sense from a lighting point of view, but... They're really, like, noticeable in the original, and they're way... Like, they just blend in to the background. They should have changed the colour of them. I think they should have given them a more cement grey look, rather than a stone grey look. Okay. Well, obviously, as we can see here, there is a main door to what I believe is a tomb. What we can all believe is a tomb, and it's currently closed. But we have swam around to that other location and opened gates somewhere. I'm just checking all around here because there might be some hidden items that I can't see. You know, again, because when I played this game, like I wasn't fully still a child when I played this game. I was like in my teen years really when I properly played through Tomb Raider 1 for the first time. So like when I first saw this location, I was like, oh, this is super cool. But I didn't really have that childlike imagination of like, what are those things? And like, you know, they're scimitars. Are they scimitars? Are they scimitars? I think they are, yeah. You know, why are there scimitars here with this location? And like, I think if I was a kid, I would have been way more enamored by like, what are these statues? Is there anything I can do with these statues? But I think when I played it, I just took it as, you know, location dressing. But as we'll see later on, they kind of come a little more into play. I came up out of there, right? I did. Right. This is another one of those kind of nice underwater locations. And I believe like I've played the very, very opening part of the opening level of Tomb Raider 2 Gold, the Golden Mask, the expansion pack, and it kind of starts in a location quite similar to this. And also later on, I believe there's a level, I think that's the way we were supposed to go. There's a level as well in this game set in Egypt, I believe. And yeah, there's just this area that's very similar in layout and design, I think, in that level as well. I'm just going to swim to the surface to get some water before Lara dies, and then we'll continue on going down the way we're supposed to go. I'm an explorer at heart. I just love stopping to smell the roses and enjoying, you know, enjoying what the game developers have made. Okay. Maybe I should save the game as well, even though underwater save is probably not the best thing, but... New slot. Okay. Moving on. Moving swiftly on. Attempting to move swiftly on. But as always, stopping to smell too many of the roses. Right. So, we are now, I believe, in the bottom of this tomb area. That's very blue. Oh, the lighting there now is quite different to the lighting in the new game. Good change, I think. But, because it's as if... There we are, we've opened the tomb proper now. It's as if, you know, the light is bouncing off the tiles in that room. And reflecting off Lara's skin. Okay, let us go up here. Lovely stuff. And we are now going to head in to Tomb of Tihocan proper. That's a really good change again, you know, casting a nice light, a golden light on the door. Oh my lord, and there's our answer to what the hell are those things? And they are firing absolute... Why can't I move in the door? Right, so we've just seen that one of those statues has changed into what looks like a skin monster. Is it going to follow me in here, or is it going to stay out there?
A little late for the prize giving, no?
And here we go, ladies and gents. I think this is the actual the true battle with Pierre, so I am actually going to use the magnums, because why not kill Pierre with his own weapons? Not so late for the prize giving, no. So there we are, Pierre is dead, and Pierre has dropped quite a lot of items there. He has dropped the other piece of the Scion, so we actually have now the other piece of the Scion. And he has dropped a golden key. What does that golden key do? So that is obviously the plinth, we'll call it, where it should have been, where the Scion should have been. Okay. Right, there's a door there. He was really badly trying to get away from me there as well, except he just failed dramatically. There's an item over there. I'll go get that item. And we can still hear those wonderful... Is he in here? Those scary looking scimitar things. Yeah, so they look like pink skin monsters. And of course, they are quite reminiscent as well of the mummies that we met in the other tomb of Qualipec. If for any of you eagle-eyed viewers that have never played this game before, I'd say the majority of people ever going to watch this video are going to be Tomb Raider fans, so they'll know exactly what's coming up. But of course, those things are potentially more Atlantean beings, and we will learn more about them as the game goes on, I suppose. But I think there is an achievement for not actually fighting those scimitar things, so I want that achievement, honestly. As much as I'd love to go out and battle those strange looking monsters, I think I'll not do that and just move on with the level, really. Can't remember how this level ends or where it ends. Here we are. Lovely stuff.
Here lies Tihocan, one of the two just rulers of Atlantis.
Okay.
Who even after the curse of the continent had tried to keep rule here in these barren other lands. He died without child and his knowledge has no heritage. Look over us kindly, Tihocan.
The lip moving is such a nice inclusion. There we are. Look over us kindly, Tihocan, and we have finished the Greece chapter. We got 26 out of 26 pickups, and we let the Centaurs live in Greece. As I said, I think that was worth it. I think I'll actually reload the save. What I'll do now is I'm gonna go on to the next level. I'm gonna save the game, and then I'm gonna go back and we're gonna kill the Centaurs, just so we can see the Centaurs being killed. Oh, whoops! There's actually a cutscene. And here we are. This is more story beats now. So the three parts of the Scion came together, and they gave life to what looks like the Atlantean beings. And here we are, the three rulers. And one of the Scions was taken away. And it was buried at some point in the world. These cutscenes are such a vibe. Lara on a motorbike. Looking kick-ass. Right, there you are. Wow. Right, so we are in the next chapter. I'm going to save the game there, as I said, and then I'm going to reload Tomb of Tihocan. We're going to take on those Centaurs, because why not? Okay, let's go. Let's take them on. Or at least one of them, anyway, is going to be the person we're going to be taking on. Yeah, look at that, like. So as we saw in that cutscene earlier as well, these guys look more or less exactly like those models, and so yeah, that is pretty much a reveal. If I haven't given enough away already, I completely have. And as you can see, the heads are similar enough to the mummy as well in Qualipec's tomb. They're a really cool design. Like, I've always liked it. It's quite body horror-esque. It's quite disgusting, like. They're way brighter in the original game. But so yeah, they are basically Atlantean beings from Atlantis that were brought alive against the wishes, by the looks of it, in that last cutscene, of the other two. What is that? Is that a piece of wood? Yeah, against the wishes of the other two leaders, and one of the leaders then was ostracized and, you know, basically caused mayhem, and it looks like they kind of wanted to get rid of one of the other ones. But they are very powerful, and they shoot very, very powerful weaponry at me, so I'm going to use yet again the magnums to deal with these Centaurs. Like, why do they make horse noises? Like, oh my god, I'm nearly dead already again. And like, maybe the other one comes alive if you kill this one. Am I right in thinking that? And they explode as well on death. I love that. Okay, yeah. So there you go. There is the Centaur dead. And we've already seen and dealt with Pierre. Pierre was a little easier than I thought he was going to be, I suppose, because he just ended up running into a wall. But there you go. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching as always. And I will leave it there and see you next time on the continuing adventures of Lara Croft in Tomb Raider I Remastered. Goodbye.